My favorite bass player is Simon Gallup. He is the bass player for The Cure. I hadn't listened to that much of The Cure till one day Sean had this The Cure trilogy lying around, and I decided, I'll just put it in, have some background music as I'm doing stuff. And as soon as I put it in, I had to just sit down and watch the whole thing. I was mesmerized. My jaw was dropping because of how incredible this live performance was. The first thing I noticed immediately about Simon Gallup was his energy. It's not like he's going crazy doing cartwheels or guitar flips. It was the intensity in which he played the bass, where his body was like on the ground almost, hunched over. I'm wondering, how is this guy not hurting his back? But it sounds so good, and he just has this look on his face and this just raw energy that the music so greatly needed. As I started to really get into the Cure music and listen to the bass lines, I realized how great they truly were. It wasn't a bass player trying to show off, like, look at me, look what I can do, I can play bass. It was these wonderful parts that weaved into the song and made it something so much better than it would have been without the bass. Tuesday, I got to finally see The Cure live, and it was amazing. It was a thrilling experience for me to finally get to see Simon Gallup playing these parts live. Songs like Fascination Street, as you listen to it, it's essentially the same bass line the whole way through the song. But somehow he just plays it like a machine, and it's awesome. You're wondering, how does he do that so perfectly and so in time for so long? My hands would get tired, but he just nailed it. And the sound he had for his bass live was the most wonderful bass sound I had ever heard. Just the perfect amount of a dirty tone that filled up the space without it being just this low wash of nothing. It was incredible to hear. Of course, it was also amazing to finally see that energy in the real life scenario. Simon's energy when he plays, his machine-like consistency, and the most amazing tone that I've ever heard from a bass completely combines and makes the greatest bass player I have ever heard.